All right, thanks for joining us here on Arc Salt Lake. I'm Brian Schnee. Monday night, hope you had a nice weekend, December 15th. Christmas a little over a week away. Delivery drivers are busy dropping off packages. Tonight, we're taking a look at how to prevent yourself from becoming a victim of a porch pirate. Before we dive into that, let's get to meteorologist Sean Kelly here, hopefully delivering and dishing out some decent news on the weather front as we make our way towards the Christmas holiday. Hi, Sean.
Yeah, hey. Good evening to you. We've got some changes heading our way. That valley haze, that was kind of the forefront of the forecast today. That was the big story. The inverted temperatures was more noticeable today. That's why we had more of that haze. We were into the 40s across the Wasatch Front. Meanwhile, up into the mountains, into Park City, we're well into the 50s. So there's that difference in the temperatures here that helps trap all the air pollution and brings us those hazy skies. We had highs today well above normal for this time of year. We should be at 39 for a high temperature. Though our nights continue to get pretty chilly here, 35 degrees. You definitely need that winter jacket. If you're going to be stepping outside, you'll see those temperatures here hovering just above that freezing mark for downtown Salt Lake City. But again, we are tracking some big changes in a good way here. It's going to be pretty mild, so valley rain, mountain snow, but at least it's something to help mix out the inversion, but also bring us some beneficial mountain snow. We'll talk about when we can see the best chance for precipitation, the timeline for you, and how much snow we could see coming up in my first alert weather forecast.
All right, Sean, thank you. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Before you head out, download the 2 News weather app. Always be ready for changes in your neck of the woods. Get live radar on your phone. All those weather alerts. The app is free to download. Someone's been counting for me. We're 10 days away from Christmas. Law enforcement is warning about an increase in mail thefts. We spoke with St. George Police today, who say there's an increase in thefts. In fact, multiple cases were reported in the last 48 hours alone. Samantha Hoffman in St. George with how to protect your packages.
Check out this new video. Packages stolen off a Santa Clara porch. The next night, more packages totaling $500, though some apparently not worth keeping.
They were found a few streets over, just ripped open, and they didn't even take what was inside of them.
Their neighbors also out about $500 worth of packages days apart. The Washington County Sheriff's Department said in addition to porches, packages can be taken from cars if visible through a window. They also see cluster boxes targeted for cash sent in the mail. The St. George Police Department recommends shipping packages to work if you don't have someone who can grab them immediately.
We do insure our packages if there's valuables in it, and that's our only means of deterring, the outcome.
We just try and be really aware on our phones, like where our packages are, so we can be on top of picking up our orders.
I have multiple cameras around the house, side yard, backyard, front yard, so I can always see what's going on.
But where do these porch pirates take the stolen products? The Cedar Post Pawn Shop said pawn shops in Utah have a high security to prevent reselling stolen goods, requiring fingerprints, a driver's license, and a photo of the seller filed to the police. As for what comes after theft,
sometimes people have good return policies or theft policies, and other times you're kind of out of luck.
The intention for people buying things for other people is from the heart. You don't want to take something off someone's porch just because you think you need it for what.
The manager of Cedar Post Pawn Shop believes people likely turn to online resale, which is not as often regulated. The sheriff's office recommends anyone report suspicious activity seen around their mailrooms or neighborhoods. The Better Business Bureau has 6 ways to avoid package theft. Don't leave packages unattended by scheduling a delivery when you're not at home, or ask a neighbor to hold on to the package. Ship it to a store or post office box. Customize your delivery so drivers know where to leave packages. That's a little bit more discreet if maybe you want to do something around the side of the house. Probably gave away the secrets there. Use a security camera, require a signature, but be sure to check with the delivery company on their policy for packages that are not signed for. Make sure to opt into those notifications. Set up your own notifications on your phone to remind you of the date and time of the expected delivery. I think the obvious here is just get a doorbell camera. It is so easy and cost effective for peace of mind. Back in 2023, we told the story of Salt Lake City resident Josh Blumenthal, who was fighting back against porch pirates. When we talked to him, 114 packages, no typo there in the script, had been taken off of his front porch, all caught on his security camera. Blumenthal wasn't necessarily frustrated by what was happening because there was nothing of value in the boxes, he says.
They literally empty out the cat box straight into a box. The litter, the poop, everything, just into a box, tape it up, put a label on it, put it out.
Got him. Blumenthal calls it an art series and posted the security camera video on social media. And some of the people caught on camera had gotten mad when they found out what was inside. This was part of a bigger plan. So you're actually running out of time if you still need to ship your Christmas gifts. The post office says you need to send packages by Wednesday to get them delivered before the holiday. Just do it ASAP. The deadline for Priority Mail Express is Saturday. You're going to pay more. And Friday is the deadline for 3-day select UPS delivery, also going to pay more. Wednesday is also the deadline for FedEx home delivery, 5-day shipping. Want to hear what you think about this? Grab your phone, scan the QR code on your screen. Has gone unchanged since our earlier newscast, but how do you usually handle package delivery when order online? Most of you just say, chuck it on the porch, and we'll play roulette. Keeping an eye on your money tonight, gift cards are more popular this holiday season. The National Retail Federation reports gift cards rank as the second most popular gift this year. Consumers are on track to spend $29 billion on gift cards. Most shoppers are planning to give out restaurant, bank-issued, or department store gift cards. And shoppers say they like how recipients can pick out their own gifts, and that gift cards are easier and faster to buy over other items. When it comes to your favorite album, more people are choosing to spin vinyl. It's back, baby. Vinyl record sales have risen by an average of 18% per year over the past half decade. It's because it's cool, it's vintage, it's authentic. And that's according to a report from Future Source Consulting's Audio Tech Lifestyles. Analysts report Gen Z largely to thank for the boost in sales. One artist helping with this boost in vinyl is Taylor Swift. 5 of her albums are best sellers. Political conversation doesn't happen often, but today it did. Governor Spencer Cox and 2 of his predecessors, former governors Mike Leavitt and Gary Herbert, took the stage at the same time at the University of Utah, and they addressed a wide array of topics, including the biggest challenges Utah is facing.
The biggest test I see right now is the cost of housing for our kids and our grandkids. It's a newer problem, but it is a problem. We're losing population, and we're losing our kids.
I don't see things differently than Governor Cox has just enumerated.
Well, the governors also spoke about the growing political divisiveness and violence in both Utah and the country as a whole. They also discussed water and ways Utah can do better with the limited resources we have. All 3 governors say challenges can be solved by political leaders working together. You don't say. Salt Lake City Council member Eva Lopez Chavez running for Congress. She kicked off her campaign with this video posted on social media. Lopez Chavez joins a crowded field of Democrats who are running in the newly reshaped 1st District. If elected, she says she will fight to make sure people have access to affordable housing. State Auditor Tina Cannon considering a lawsuit against the Capitol Preservation Board. Earlier today, the board voted to move forward with plans to relocate the office. State Auditor Tina Cannon says she's been in negotiations with the board about this for the past 90 days. She says the location of her office on the 2nd floor of the Capitol is symbolic, and she doesn't want it moved.
It is making my office part of that 2nd floor that envisions the executive branch officers, and it keeps us separate but equal in our positions in that space.
Cannon says she's not exactly sure where her office will go. Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, a son of a legendary film director, Rob Reiner, and his wife Michelle in custody in connection with his parents' deaths. Latest on this investigation, we'll show you the connection the Reiner family has to the state of Utah. Son of Rob Reiner has been booked on murder charges in the deaths of the legendary director and his wife, Michelle. Dina Demetrius at the scene in Los Angeles with more on the investigation.
Los Angeles police say Rob and Michelle Reiner's daughter Romy was the one who found them in their Brentwood home Sunday afternoon and called 911. Multiple sources tell CBS News the iconic director and his wife had multiple lacerations. Police took the couple's 32-year-old son, Nick, into custody.
Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case, he was subsequently booked for murder.
The Reiner family posed together on the red carpet in September for the premiere of Spinal Tap 2. Nick in the middle with the beard. He had spoken publicly about his struggles with substance abuse and homelessness.
This place is like a prison. It's not even close.
Father and son collaborated on a film about those experiences, Being Charlie, with Nick co-writing and Rob directing. Rob Reiner directed so many classics, including When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, and A Few Good Men. But he called the movie he made with his son the most personal of his career.
They started writing together.
He discussed it on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
What happened was it forced me to see really what he had been going through. And I knew a lot of it, but I didn't know all of it. And I think it forced him to see what I had experienced and what his mother had experienced.
Flowers mark Rob Reiner's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. In a statement, the family said it was heartbroken by this sudden loss and asked for privacy. Dina Demetrius, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, in addition to being a legendary director, Rob Reiner was the son of comedy icon Carl Reiner. As an actor, he also won 2 Emmys in the 70s, co-starring in the hit CBS series All in the Family as Archie Bunker's son-in-law, Meathead. A lot of you commenting on the social posts about Meathead today. 2015, Rob Reiner created the movie Being Charlie, as you just heard there. The film was actually shot right here in Salt Lake City, using our studio as the set for multiple scenes. The movie is semi-autobiographical about Rob's son, Nick Reiner, as you heard, and his challenges with drug addiction. And the search continues for the gunman who killed 2 students at Brown University on Saturday. A person of interest was taken into custody but released hours later. As the campus mourns, investigators are still searching for a person seen walking calmly away from the scene. A forensics team scoured a dumpster today, and officials are asking the public for any video.
We're going to solve this case. I can't tell you what direction it's going to take right now, but we're going to solve it.
University officials canceled all remaining classes and exams for the semester. A law enforcement official telling the Associated Press the shooter fired more than 40 rounds from a 9mm handgun. Utah's School Guardian program designed to put trained armed volunteers inside of schools. Emory County has now trained every one of its school guardians, something some districts across Utah have not even started yet. In the beginning, guardians split time at the range and classroom for 4 hours a week. More than 630 instructor hours later, training ended with live scenario of an active shooting threat, which Sheriff Tyson Huntington walked us through.
We've talked about you might be the only guy there for 10 minutes, and you're going to have to wait for us.
Tonight on 2 News at 10, Jim Spiewak takes us inside the scenario-based training videos. It shows the mistakes made in training so they're not made if there's a real threat. Well, where do we go from here, Sean? I think we just kind of need a change to not only get a little snow and precip and break that streak in Salt Lake City, but also clear it all out once again.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to break that streak, unfortunately. It's going to be warm storms that move in, all thanks to atmospheric river events. So that means valley rain and mountain snow, but we got to start somewhere, right? We'll take the mountain snow here if it means it'll also bring us at least some cleaner air, right? With it as those inversions, the valley haze that'll start to break down as we make our way into the middle of the week with those more active storms moving in. But it's just been a remarkably pretty much dry streak for us here in Salt Lake City, in top 7 on record without any measurable snow here in the city, but also warm. The 7th warmest start to December as well. So it has been warm. It continues to be mild here. We had highs well above normal today, even with temperatures more than 10 degrees above normal. Cooling things down though this evening. You definitely need a winter jacket here if you're about to head outside. We're in the 20s in Heber, 34 in Delta, 35 in Milford, 44 in Page here this evening. Dry conditions, clear conditions across much of the state, though a little bit cloudier here further up towards the north. kind of a transitional day tomorrow. We start to see increasing clouds through much of the day, especially the further north and west you head. And then here comes storm number 1 finally. This will be just for northern Utah, though, more so for the mountains. Some mountain snow, high elevation above 9,000 feet, then dropping through the day. We'll probably see the best chance for some showers here across the Wasatch Front around lunchtime through the early afternoon. Mountain snow continues, valley rain continues, and then it starts to taper off as we get into Wednesday evening with some colder air filtering in, with potentially another storm moving in behind it here as we make our way into the day from Thursday into Friday. It'll be another storm that clips us from the north, and then potentially another weak storm moving in behind that as well from Friday into Saturday. So some daily chances for precipitation beginning from Wednesday all the way through the start of the weekend. How much snow are we looking at? Again, for storm number 1, not a big one, but this will add up about 3 to 5 inches for each storm that moves in for our mountains. And right now I'm looking at some of the long-range models here, those snow plumes, which gives us a single different member of a possible solution here based off of different initial settings. And right now it shows we could maybe see about 2 feet of snow for our mountains as we head into Christmas Day. That outlook also heading to Christmas Day shows that, yes, we are looking at above normal chances for precipitation in areas here across the Pacific Northwest. That jet stream has been further up towards the north, so that was areas into Seattle, into Oregon, of course, Washington State, that just kept dealing with relentless rain. They're going to continue to deal with that pattern here through the next few days, but that jet stream inches further towards the south, and that'll give us kind of a bullseye across the southwestern part of the nation, dry further out towards the east, but still mild. We want this to change as well if you want valley snow. And again, through at least looking through Christmas Day, looking like it'll be pretty warm. So that decreases, unfortunately, our white Christmas chances for us. But again, it could still change. It's not a guarantee, but that's what we're looking at here for chances. We're into 30s overnight for lows, highs tomorrow, well into the 50s, so maybe even warmer than today. St. George, you're looking at temperatures here into the 60s each and every day, well above normal. And then across the Wasatch Front, beginning Wednesday, starting to see those daily chances for some showers out there. A little bit cooler, but then warming up, 58 on Friday. Unsettled weather into the weekend as well.
All right, a little bit to keep an eye on here. We'll see how the mountains do.
Yeah, it'll be nice to see. You know, not a big storm, be kind of wet, heavy snow, but we'll take anything at this point.
All right, sounds good, Sean. Thank you. Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, holiday hounds taking over London. We'll show you a new video from one of the largest winter traditions.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Trending now, we are just 10 days away from Santa making stops all around the world.
But across the pond, the holiday has already gone to the dogs. Hundreds of sausage dogs in Santa hats and sparkly sweaters waddled through London's famous Hyde Park in the biggest Christmas walk yet. Nearly 1,000 dachshunds strutted, snuffed, and showed off their holiday style. From the Pope to the Grinch, the parade was a sea of short legs and long hot dog-like bodies.
And in France for Christmas we always eat lobsters, so that's why she's got a little lobster costume.
This is Ron. He's got a Hogwarts outfit on.
Ah, that makes sense. It's Ron Weasley. Dog lovers traveled from across Europe to join in on the festive fun. Henry would have been the size of 50 of those dogs.
Yeah, just towering over them.
The 2 new Salvation Army Angel Tree, presented by Cyprus Credit Union and sponsored by Smith's, Whipple Service Champions, Utah Ford Stores, Balance of Nature, and Summit Sotheby's International Realty.
KUTV Salvation Army Angel Tree now underway. It's not too late to help a child or senior in need this holiday season. Scan the QR code on your screen to make a monetary donation. You can also make a donation at any Cyprus Credit Union or Smith's Marketplace. Monetary donations will be accepted until the end of the year. What's on your list this year, buddy?
I'm trying to get a white Christmas for everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say,
my best.
I think that's on a lot of people's lists. All right, thanks for watching tonight. We are back tomorrow at 7. We'll see you then.